So hello to all you patrons out there. We have decided, we're going to start doing some nice monthly competitions where people can win a lovely t-shirt, and that's not just like a potential Fat Fiend merch t-shirt. We know that, plenty of people have gone out there and supported us already and got some Fat Fiend merch.
Shit, I'm not wearing my own merch.
You're not wearing the merch. I'm not wearing the merch to show it off either, actually. We've not coordinated that. But as you can see, the lovely Karl model over in the corner is showing you what a t-shirt looks like.
I always wondered.
And anyone who is a patron of any tier can enter a monthly competition. This is the first one we're doing, and you can win any t-shirt of your choice from the Psycho store where our merch is hosted.
As well as Psycho's merch, which is admittedly a little more involved than our own. But
it is, yeah. So, that's where the lovely Knowledge Demon stuff comes from. It's like they're helping with all of that and just making it look a bit more pro than ours. But, as we say, we just wanted to provide a way for people to either get some of our merch or get some of the other fantastic merch from the Psycho store. And I believe as well, like Psycho have just recently done a new launch of a bunch of products as well. So you can go have a gander at that. And for anyone that isn't winning the t-shirt, just for being a patron, there's also just a 10% off Psycho store in general code for being a patron.
So to clarify, we are doing it's a mini competition of sorts with everyone who's a part of our Patreon has taken part, and we've now asked them to provide, what is it, Lucas?
So this month, we have just asked people to provide a Fact Fiend meme over in the Discord.
And you've gone through and and you've got the best, yeah? The best ones, or the ones that you think are the funniest.
I've grabbed them all because there weren't overly too many.
Okay.
So I just figured, we can try and bear in mind, a few of our favourites each. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, we can all just mention which ones. And hopefully, we all reach some kind of consensus quite easily. And this will be a walk in the park. But yes, each month will be something a little bit different to post in the Discord. And like we said, as many times you want to submit as you want. We're just trying to...
reason.
Yeah, don't post 10,000 in the hopes that you're the only person. But yes, without further ado, let's start going through. And I've tried to randomize the order a little bit. But
okay. So the prompt was create a Fact Fiend meme.
It was, yes.
And whichever one we pick is going to be the winner wins any piece of merch from our merch store in collaboration with our friends over at Psycho.
I believe it's specifically any t-shirt, though.
Any t-shirt, okay.
Yes. Because obviously things start getting expensive.
And it's just for fun. It's just for fun, folks. Just for fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Without further ado, let's go.
Okay.
So just the first was starting off strong with the Doge.
Doge,
I'm always down for a Doge me. I love Cabuso. Look at it.
And just, yeah.
The thing is, though, is it a good meme if we don't have to explain it? Because Americans might not get that.
But isn't that the point?
Maybe it is. When we start getting meta with it.
I could explain it, but I'm not going to. Americans learn more about other cultures, especially the one that is your direct neighbour to the north.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, describe the next one, Lucas. What we got coming up next?
What have we got next? I don't know. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
I always
they'll skip a bit. They'll see the beer and they'll just go, it's going to be a good one, this. Let's settle in. Where's this going?
There are some comments that do seem to think that, every time Karl has a drink in his hand, that, we've recorded a bunch that day and gotten super drunk. And, normally it's that Karl has, recorded a few videos going through one beer.
Normally it's that Karl just always has a beer in his hand.
Well, so, when we record, on a Friday or what have you, we'll record 3 videos and open a beer in the first one, and that beer will probably last till the 3rd video.
Mm-hmm. And then people are like, oh my god, you guys get so drunk in these videos. We have a beer.
Yeah. We're old now. If you want to see me get really drunk, go watch me play Revengeance on a Friday.
Speaking of being old, I don't actually know what's coming up next.
We'll have to update this one.
I mean, maybe.
Oh no. That never
I can
like,
tell
happened.
this story though.
Raid Shadow
Recorded-
Legends did reach back out, right? No.
Yeah, we recorded this the second to last day of Pride. Here's a fun fact for everyone watching at home. We get reached out to all the time via the FactFiend email address. And what I do during Pride Month every year is I say, oh yeah, even if it's like Raid or someone like that, I'll respond pretending to be interested. Like, hey guys, yeah, we're interested. But seeing as it's Pride Month, how would the sponsor feel about me saying that we support Pride and all sexual orientations in the video when their product is mentioned and they never get back to me, or ultimately ask me not to do that because the company doesn't wish to engage with political issues. And then you go check their Twitter profile and they've got a pride flag on there.
I love as well the fact that like it'll be specifically the balls to come back and be like, no.
Yeah.
Not just ignore it and be like, yeah, this is a bad look if we say no. Just
Most ignore it. Some respond like they'd rather not. And I should point out these aren't the companies directly, but companies that they hire to go out and get them ad revenue. Because most companies don't reach out personally. They all hire other companies to get people on their behalf. And that second company takes a cut based on how much they're able to lowball the YouTubers they contact. But they are presumably speaking for the company that they've been contracted by.
Anyway, moving on.
But let's not get too in detail.
Yeah.
That's a fun little bonus fact, isn't it, for Pride Month?
That's true.
I don't get this one.
No, I don't get it
But
either.
No, I don't
do
get it
like-
either. I was wondering if this is like a meme that references something before I was in Fat Fiend.
No? Is it a religious thing? Is it just someone being like, no, Fact Fiend's secretly super... I do like the gorilla.
I like the gorilla meme aspect.
My guess
Scott
is that it's a
Ham.
recognised meme template and they've replaced the content with Fact Fiend.
But yeah, anyway. Clearly a winner.
Just
I
getting
don't
Ramsey
get-
vibes. That's
Yeah,
what
that's-
I'm
I
saying.
need someone to
that's-
explain it.
That's clearly, too
But,
cerebral
You
for
know,
my
it's
taste.
one of those of like, we're moving on to Doggo Force. But we all have to bear in mind that like we're just asking people to come up with memes. Not everyone's used to coming up with memes. Like people are just trying their best. We're not trying to rag on anyone.
So I struggle to... I can't even come up with memes. I love looking at memes. But there's been times I'm trying to make one of my own. I'm just like, I can't do it.
I struggled for a minute of like trying to make example memes to show people of like, here's an idea. I was like, oh god, no, I don't know how to do this.
I am still to this day astounded how much Doggo Force resonated with. That was 3-4 years ago now. I still get when people meet me in real life, they'll try and show me that video. I had no idea it was that impactful on people. It's like I have to say, look, it was 3 years ago.
I think it was longer because I think it was before I was even on the channel, which was more than 3 years.
Oh, yeah, the good times. Yeah.
Fuck you, Karl.
Oh, it's one for Nisha. That's an original one. That's like someone's actual cat photo, isn't it?
So cute.
Someone's trying to get the Nisha vote.
I think the best, like the most meta good thing about this one is like we all got excited because it's a meme about an animal. Just in the same way they're like, oh yeah, an animal video.
This one actually influenced me as well because last time we were recording, I said we should do a video about an animal because I'd seen this meme.
Well, I tried not to look at any of them. I saw that it was happening. I thought, I want to be fresh. I want to be fresh in on these. I like that one.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely
strong
points. Fact friend. Oh. Not the name.
I don't know where this comes from. Apparently, there was some really big YouTuber was doing. Do you know that thing that all big YouTubers do when they're like, "Fuck it, I'm already rich. I'm just going to react to other people's content." They were reacting to our content. Oh wow, yeah, fact friend. They're really fun. And then just I kept getting people call me fact friend on Twitter.
I'm still salty that my idea to call the side channel the Fact Friends was overruled.
I mean,
I like
I think
terrible.
that may also be where this is coming from because we mentioned it and we decided to not go for it because it sounded too much like a kids show.
Yeah,
Like the Fact Friends.
I would have alternately settled for information perverts.
No.
But I do
That's
like
still
this
bad.
meme template because I haven't seen this movie yet, but I've heard it's really good and
Yeah,
I just love the idea of turning around and just Death Doggo is on the way.
Oh. I like that.
It's a strong one.
It's like, who is it? Who is the fact fiend?
Who is the original? The actual answer's not even there.
No one knows. Maybe it's just
secret
Bonely in the background.
Yeah, it's the secret fifth friend that we never talk about.
Bowling's just a skeleton of the original Fat Fiend.
Yes, yeah.
Oh. Speaking of which.
This might be my... I don't get much internet culture. This is the one that I never understand of. Like, people give such a huge shit about social media. It's like it's the most disposable form of interaction possible. And people place so much detail or like so much stock in being blocked by someone on Twitter or the fact that you block them on Twitter. It's like, I think it's that tweet with some guy like, LMAO, you blocked me. It's like, yeah, press the button to keep the weirdo out of my peripheral. It took me 20 seconds. I'd do it again.
Yeah, I love when people discover, like, oh, this person's blocked me before I've even interacted with them. It's like, because they've just gone through a thread and seen your horrible comment on something else and preemptively done it.
Or a blue check.
Or a blue check, it's true.
Oh, speaking of Twitter. So, Lucas, do you want to explain this one? Because like this happens to us like quite frequently on our various socials.
Yeah, this happens quite a lot when we're streaming as well, because like we'll talk about a game and people are, oh, you emulating it? And it's like, no, we don't try to emulate because of piracy and stuff, and people automatically just like swing so hard into like, but you know, fuck corporations, they don't deserve my money. I shouldn't have to justify buying their product, etc., etc.
And our answer is always the same of like, it's the same thing like people saying they use ad block and stuff. Like, I don't mind if people use ad block. I get it, ads are annoying. Just don't tell me that you use ad block.
It's like, don't tell content creators that you enjoy stealing content and then justify it to them. It's like,
yeah, it's like, I don't mind if you pirate stuff or, you know, you make your own choices in life, but don't justify them to me. And I think I tried to explain it to someone once of, like, oh, I don't understand why I can't talk about this here. It's like, you don't understand why the content creator whose content you're consuming right now doesn't want you to loudly advocate for stealing content. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, I don't get it. And it's just... it's like,
this is in reference... Like,
that's
this
like
meme
an inside
specifically
one.
was
That's
like...
a super inside meme.
There was quite a big thread not long ago on Twitter where just so many people were arguing with you about it. It's like, fuck off.
He wasn't arguing with me. I was like, I don't care if you do. Just stop trying to justify it to me. Mm-hmm. Because like, I rely on advertisement and like, you know, people viewing my content. As a content creator myself, I have to take a pretty, like, you know, black and white stand with this of like, it's either all okay or it's not. You know, all ships rise with a tide sort of thing.
Moving on.
Well, people just, they couldn't handle it. Oh,
this
the
last couple of days.
I tweeted about this yesterday because I was going through the back catalogue and I found a video that I didn't know was demonetized.
Oh yeah, because it happens just randomly without... It's a fun thing. You don't get told when videos get copyrighted after a week.
I found out that it was because there was a 9-second clip in it. Video was 14 minutes long and Karl had already disputed it and it had been refused. Obviously, if people don't know, the person who gets to decide whether or not a dispute is valid is the person who initially made the dispute. So the company that gets money out of your video is the one who has to decide whether they don't get money out of your video. And then they get all the revenue for that video, even though it was 9 seconds at the end of the video. Mm-hmm. It was the last clip in the video.
And again, following on from what we just talked about, you might think, well, surely you'd be annoyed about that. And it's like, yeah, I am annoyed by it, but the same copyright system that protects us also protects these people, and by definition, these rules have to be quite nebulous because you can't. It's such a grey area of whether or not something is fair use or not. That, you know, some people will, you know, abuse like that nebulousness to like you said, Brad, take like 5 seconds of content to justify monetizing your entire video. But it's the same systems that protect us from the stuff happening, and all we can do is try and be as moral as we can in the application of that system.
I will say this particular instance, though, was 100% fair use because you say there is this film, and in that film, these things happen, thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
but that's the thing, isn't it? Of like, it is frustrating.
It's like what's considered transformative? Yeah,
it's a grey area by definition.
I just wish it wasn't 100% of the revenue. Mm-hmm. That's the issue I have with it. It should be percentage based on the usage.
That'd be one thing, yeah. Because if you think about it that way, it's like, well, technically it's like 99% my own work, but again, it's nebulous by definition, and it's frustrating, and it sucks. But it's like, you know,
this is a good meme, but it is so hard. Anyway,
I've never seen this.
I've not seen this used.
I've not seen
this
X-Files,
template.
clearly. I know X-Files.
It's essentially the same meme format of like,
it is
just the alien being the Undertaker.
I want to see this one, but I want to see the text at the front saying Brad enjoying the road to El Dorado, and in the background it just says Lucas.
I just like that for the meme format. That's a really original one. I've never seen that before.
It's not that I don't want you to enjoy it, I just want you to know it's a bad movie, Brad.
It kind of sucks, yeah.
Yeah, on point.
It's okay. So I guess I have to talk about this.
But the more you explain it, the more people double down.
Yeah, that's the thing of like 5 years ago now, we released a video where I, at the end, in like, you know, the last 30 seconds or so, I explained that my name's spelled with a K. And one of my personal pet peeves, my bugbears, is people misspelling my name with a C, because I think the least amount of respect you can offer someone is spelling their name correctly. Mm-hmm. And despite me, in that 30 seconds explaining, one, this pisses me off, and two, I don't like it, and I don't think it's funny. For that 5 years since, I will get, I'd say on a daily basis in communications, people doing it trying to be funny, thinking that I'll laugh because, I'm in on the joke. Mm-hmm. Even though the joke is, I know that you don't like this, so I'm going to do it to annoy you.
I wonder how many of those skeletons waiting for an unblock is just like purposefully spelling Karl.
Well, it's that thing, I do it on print site. I've sponsors try and do it before. Like, all right, dickhead. I want to do a sponsor with you. It's like, I don't really want to work with someone who's opening gambits to call me a dickhead. I'm just trying to be friendly. It's like, this is a business conversation.
It's not even friendly. It's just insulting off the bat.
Yeah.
But it's what people think is like banter.
Yeah.
But banter doesn't work when A, like it's a professional setting, and B, you don't know the person.
Like banter between friends.
Yeah,
banter requires a pre-established relationship. And it's been years. And despite me, the only time I've ever mentioned it being like, I don't like when people do this, people continue to do it. Because that's the thing, I know people are going to do it to troll me, and it doesn't bother me that way, because you can generally read those people. Like, they're trying to upset me, whatever, press the blah button. It's people who think that I'm going to laugh because, I'm in on the joke. Mm-hmm. So I know that you know that I know that you don't. It's like, just spell my name properly.
Did you know that Bonely is actually the first person to spell Karl with a C?
He's my uncle, actually.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Right, twat.
I love how low res this Squidward is as well.
The most artifacted JPEG I've ever seen.
I think Elon Musk made this one.
Well, Elon Musk doesn't make memes. What he does is people reply with him to memes, and then he will like crop the meme and then repost it as his own.
Mm-hmm.
This must be a deep cut.
I'm not aware of what Earthworm and Chips is.
We must have like talked about eating maybe like an apocalypse video, maybe.
We forget a lot of the things we say, people.
That's what, we mentioned it earlier, didn't we? Like, there's so many things that people keep bringing up years later. I don't like Doggo Force, or me saying I don't like people spelling my name wrong. And just years later, people keep bringing it up as if I like remember it or whatever.
Okay. I mean, this is just a nice wholesome one.
Wholesome.
Who's this in reference to?
Don't know. No clue.
We'd never had success. That's the thing, though. I think we have found success. That's kind of insulting. You can do both.
No. I think that maybe they're just like not finding the perfect use. I think they're saying you found success, and then you also hired your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it says finding success with them.
And sharing the credit.
This still annoys me.
It's a strong one.
Oh, man, the thing annoys me, like, I think I was watching, it may have been a wiki video or something.
Oh, that's a belly
like one of the recent ones, and the comments are like, Brad doing this. Like, we look different, we sound different.
Also, the start of a video is, hello, person's name. Mm-hmm. And this is why it annoys me. Like, it's the most basic thing you can do to get someone's name right.
And again, in like we found a certain niche where like there is people find it, they think it's going to be a funny joke to call me Brad. Like I get people coming into my stream and being like, "Hi, Brad," and I'll be like, "Oh, I'm not Brad, I'm Lucas. It's a common mistake." But then, "Oh, sorry, Brad, I didn't mean to say that." And I'm like, "It's not funny. It's just annoying."
It's
I'll be called Brad or Lucas as well.
That's the thing as well. Like, and we know that by saying this, people who want to annoy us will use it. But it's the people who like the channel and don't want to, but think that because they're doing it in that wink, wink, nudge, nudge way, will laugh. It's like, no, it's still annoying.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. StrongOne. Just,
Minus Lucas.
I know I'm in Liverpool on my own.
You did it.
I'm sorry.
It's just so strange.
From the council? I don't like that star. He's seen some shit.
No, yeah, I think that's
star scene.
That's seen some shit and he liked it.
Yeah. He's just farting out like praise.
I wish I could fart out praise.
Yes. 100%.
So we only have a
Absolutely
couple of
accurate.
minutes to get through the rest of these because we're about to go watch Robocop with patrons.
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
It's only because they decide. I didn't pick, they did.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's a strong one.
It's not Robocop, but one of the things that I was most amused at recently is that I was watching an old video and it was the one about Frans List, the pianist. And randomly in that, Karl, you go off on about 3 tangents in a row, getting more and more excited. And at the end of it, I'm like, should we get back to talking about List? And you went, sorry, I thought this channel was about sharing cool facts, but I guess not. And just something about that exchange just tickled me so much.
God, and like another ever-loving frustration on the channel.
You just
Read the directions.
Oh. I've come to accept now that if this ever happens, it's because somebody was listening to it, not watching
and not watching it.
Yeah. So when I see a comment like that, I'm just like, okay.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah, a deeper cut than I was aware.
Another one that I guess, like, because it's a funny video. It is one of our funnier ones, like the room one. But people really like that maybe his vampire thing, don't they?
Mm.
We can see
They
his
do
tabs.
Oh shit, yeah.
I imagine this is actually true.
Maybe. It's annoying to me as well because like I'm grown out at the moment. I'm waiting to go get it coloured, so I'm just like it looks like I've not got any colour in my hair.
You're about to choose a
Just
colour
at the
again.
It's only at the back right now.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh god.
You've got your hair cut right, Brad. And my ears. Go on, Yao Ming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pingo.
Like, welcome to just giving suggestions in the comments.
That's the reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, get our merch.
like
You can't get it anymore, though.
You can't get the Keeper of the Forbidden Knowledge, but
No
while
longer available for sale.
while Karl's not looking, you can go get the Knowledge Demon.
You can. I've still got a few of them in my house.
Karl's just been ordering the Knowledge Demon. This one I was a bit lost.
I guess it's maybe his
Maybe it's
vampire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like maybe we have been doing some more shorts.
I will
though.
say, when I put out the those compilations that are over an hour long, it does hurt a little bit to not be like, we could just put a mid-roll in.
Yeah.
But mid-roll ones are the most annoying.
It's the thing of, like, yes, people wonder why we never did that. It's because when any decision on the channel is made, it's like, would I find this annoying in a video I was watching? And if the answer is yes, we don't do that thing. Very simple.
I just like
That is fucking money. That is some effort.
I don't know where the image of this Karl came from.
Neither do I. That
Yeah.
Oh
one.
no, wait. Is it you You went up the mountain.
Yeah, cheering. They've dyed it green.
And they've dyed it green.
So it's Karl Smallwood in a Smallwood, a Karl Smallwood, Karl Smallwood in a Karl Smallwood. That's really good.
It is really good,
So many layers.
A lot of effort going in. And that's the last one.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't want to pick that one because obviously it's got me in it. So I'm going to pick the Lucas hair one. So I think that was my most genuine belly laugh. That actually got me. So I'm going to put my vote for that one.
So I'll start scrolling back and forth while people just think of like
I got a
what
belly
one's
laugh
your
out of me.
favourite.
Yeah.
This is one that Karl's picking out.
Yeah.
Nisha and Brad, have you got an idea?
Because my thought was leaning towards the haircut one as well.
Oh, okay.
That did get a big laugh out of me, that one. that one, though, just because... Can I just vote for that one for the format?
You can.
Can I just say I like the format of that one and would like to see it more?
Mm-hmm.
I also like the ad revenue one with like the 5-second like, copyright song.
Mm.
That one cuts close to home.
Yeah.
The animal one was good because we got the cat.
I mean, the one that got the biggest laugh out of me initially was the one of The Rock and the tall guy. But again, like, it's got me in it, so it feels like you can't vote.
You can vote for ones with yourself in it. Because like, I personally might vote for the last one of like the Karl Smallwood in a Smallwood.
Yeah, I think that's pretty funny. I just don't want to vote for one that's just literally 90% me. But like the one that got the biggest laugh out of me was the Lucas one, so I'm going to put my stock in that.
I'm surprised we didn't get a Karl Smallwood and a Karl Bigwood and like one of you being enormous. Because like that's a common meme format, isn't it? They do with celebrities.
Mm-hmm. So what are you guys feeling? Again, I think this one was pretty strong. I like the Karl Smallwood in a Smallwood. But
yeah, I'm going for that one.
I do like the haircut one.
It's just the right level of inside.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to go for the haircut one? Brad, did you like that one?
I did like that one. I'm happy to go with the
that's strong.
consensus.
Or do we want to go for this one? I think this one personally.
I give that like second place. So I give that like, first place to get 5 points, second place to get 3.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, okay, we'll do it that way. I'll give this my first place, and I think I'll give my second place to the one where it's like getting mistaken between Brad and Lucas, or calling Karl.
I'll
Nisha?
say,
or Brad.
I'll say my first place will be in that case the tall and then short Brad one.
This one,
yeah. And then second place will be Karl Smallwood in a Smallwood.
Okay.
And then third place, Lucas Hair, darts.
Okay.
And Nisha?
First place will be the Lucas Hair for me.
I think that means that one wins then.
Yeah.
So that's your first place on Karl's first place.
Oh, it's just I can imagine you doing it.
That's the thing. It's like super inside. I love as well how shittily it's been done.
Yeah.
That adds a level of charm to it.
So that means the name is Cornet, I believe, on the Discord. So I will... Congratulations. I will send out a little message to you later, but we're also running a tiny bit late to the watch-alongs. So we need to go watch from Lilo and Stitch. But thank you all for watching, and congratulations on the free t-shirt.
And
but
check out the Patreon.
You have a discount code on the Psycho store anyway.
Yeah, so check out the Patreon below for details about how to do the next one. We're not sure what it's going to be yet, because we have a meeting about that.
I know, I just haven't told you guys what it is.
Do you want to tell us what it is now?
Okay.
Announce it for the audience. Get people excited.
Everybody has to draw a picture of Karl. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a good picture. It just has to be a picture.
Hope somebody just draws a tree.
Because I remember that all I was thinking is, like, remember that competition of, like, draw a frog? And, like, the hyper-detailed one came second to, like, I'm a frog.
Okay. So any artists out there who want a chance at winning a free t-shirt, or just, like, showcase their artwork in a video.
We don't want people to spend too long on it or anything. Don't get super detailed. Just, like, a fun, silly picture of Karl. It doesn't take you very long.
Mm-hmm.
Also, feel free to submit more memes if you want to. We'll enjoy seeing them.
Of course, yeah. But it won't be part of the competition.
Nah, just be for fun.
So congratulations.
Congratulations indeed, and thank you all for watching.